Hi everyone, my name is Alexis. I did my career profile on child, family, and school social worker. I don't know anyone in this career, but as I was looking into the different options to research, this one looked really interesting to me, so I decided to do my career profile on it. The organization that I found was the Department of Home Services, and this is a very typical workplace for someone in this career. And they have them usually all over the state. There's one right here in Orem where I live. And so this job is typically, you're just helping people, you're assisting them with their, like, any issues that they're having in just their everyday lives. This can include things like domestic violence, unemployment, inadequate housing, abuse, teen pregnancy, that sort of thing. And they also do things like help single parents find daycare options if needed, or help them find a career, kind of help them get back on their feet. They will help with adoption, the adoption process. If they're helping a teenager or somebody who decides to give their child up for adoption, they kind of assist in that process. With all these other people, you know, the people that are involved in drug abuse and violence, they're there to really take care of them, help them with their issues. So it's really important that someone in this career be a good listener, really sympathetic, and just give them the time that they need. So they usually work in like a residential home or just an office. If they are going to work in a school, it is usually required to have a master's degree, or if you're going to be a clinical social worker, it requires a master's degree. But these other work environments usually only require a bachelor's degree. They usually work a typical 40-hour work week, you know, 8 to 5, 9 to 5, and so it is good for families. Usually, you know, they're home in the evenings. However, if they're meeting with a client who wants to meet at night or during the weekends, then they may have to stay extra hours or work on the weekends a little bit. I guess in this career, understaffing is pretty common as well, so they may have to stay after and do some extra paperwork, that sort of thing, to kind of pick up the slack of different employees that are missing. So that's one of the typical stressors, is that they have to do some extra workload because it is understaffed. It is also very emotionally taxing because they are talking to people who have really serious issues in their personal lives, and it can be hard to talk to these people and not take it into your own lives. And so that's kind of one of the traits a social worker needs, is to be able to be empathetic, sympathetic towards these people, but also not take the stress home with them. Especially when you're talking to people who are dealing with physical abuse and drug abuse and mental disabilities, that sort of thing. If you are working full-time, depends on where you're working, but there will be benefits available many times. If not, you may have to find your own in some cases. As far as educational requirements, like I said, if you're going to work in a school or be a clinical social worker, you do have to have a master's, but the ones that I'm talking about, kind of in the residential facilities, they only require a bachelor's degree. Depending on the state where you work, there are different licensures or experience that is required to pursue the career, but it varies greatly depending on what state you're in. The starting salary range is about $32,000, and the experienced range is about $52,000. It is a growing career. It looks like it's supposed to grow about 12% in the next 10 years, so hopefully there's a lot of job opportunities in this field. Anyways, I really enjoy researching this topic, and thank you.